What inspires me, generally speaking, is feeling I haven't articulated what I want to say about something. That's ultimately what guides me. Hi, I'm Sam Levinson. I'm the writer and director of Malcolm and Marie, and this is my mood board. We wanted to pay homage to the golden age of Hollywood, from the 20s to the 30s to the 40s, but also find a way to do it that felt modern, where we weren't overexposing, that we allowed there to be more dramatic fall off, that we allowed it to be kind of moodier, and purposefully underexposing the black and white to give it a crunchier, sort of more modern feel to it.
I fucking love you.
We wanted it to feel like it had a life and an energy and a roughness to it, and kind of highlighting the charisma and the energy and power of these performances. So there's a lot of things that we would kind of pull from any black and white Antonioni film. Something that's just gorgeously shot like La Nota. You know, we had a number of different sort of references that we had pulled from movies like The Servant, Joseph Losey films in general, Carol Reed, The Third Man, Fallen Idol, where we felt kind of the separation of space. We felt trapped within a house, nature being outside, being this kind of mysterious force, or a certain kind of mysticism in the air, so that it didn't become too dry a piece, but you felt like the land and the earth that they were on had an unpredictability to it.
It's until you're about to lose someone that you finally pay attention.
There are certain filmmakers that really pull that off beautifully, Tarkovsky being one of them. There's sort of a spiritual level that I think is sort of meaningful, and I love his sense of nature. And I thought that it would be important for these characters to be able to see out these windows and the weeds and the trees and the way in which they would blow, so that we had this feeling that when we're inside of this house, it was like two snakes being trapped in a jar. Occasionally they'll open up the sliding glass doors and go outside, and it feels like there's a certain amount of tension that gets relieved. We knew that we wanted to shoot spherical because we wanted to feel like we could sort of breathe with these characters. We wanted to be close to them. We shot about 90% of the film on a 40mm lens. Specific close-ups we shot on a 50mm. We had pulled from jazz photography, the Maisels' Monterey Pop, particularly the Otis Redding performance there, where they're shooting from behind and he's entirely in silhouette with that little kind of, sliver of silver coming down his face. Architecturally, I think this house was really the biggest piece of this puzzle that we had to find when just thinking about it. The problem with shooting indoors and also on location is there's no sort of scope to them. So we wanted to find a modern house that had glass with darker tones so that we could be more dramatic, that we had hallways with depth in them, where we could see characters coming closer to us, where we could kind of choreograph these arguments around islands, around furniture, that we can continue to sort of discover the spaces in a way that felt fresh and exciting. What drives me to write and to direct is I can't necessarily make sense of the things that I feel or think, and the only way I'm able to articulate the things that I feel is through writing and through filmmaking.
Look at me. I'm the last person standing. Hold on to me for dear life.
Malcolm and Marie is now on Netflix.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the Netflix Film Club channel to get our latest exclusive videos. Plus, hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.